this can have a dramatic impact on the Kiwi dollar. So let's trade that live. Once again, thanks for being a client of TradersWay.com. Let's get going. Boom! Yeah. Hey, my name is Wayne. I'm the Chief FX Market Strategist for TradersWay.com, an ECN that gives you access to Forex and energies and metals and indices and all those lovely things. Thanks for attending. Let me remind you that trading is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Your past performance is not necessarily good indicative of future results. Stay small, stay humble, focus on the long term, and never risk money you cannot afford to lose. So, as we were discussing before the recording started, New Zealand, relative to other countries, sells a lot of dairy globally relative to their percentage of GDP, right? So, just again, as a percentage of GDP, New Zealand sells a lot of dairy. So when dairy prices go down, the Kiwis, the New Zealand as an economy benefits less. And that means there's less demand also because it requires less New Zealand dollars to buy New Zealand dairy products. So therefore demand falls for the New Zealand dollar. Therefore the value of the New Zealand dollar falls. So that we call this a positive correlation. So if dairy prices are falling, Kiwi dollar tends to fall too. If dairy prices are rising, then the demand for New Zealand dollars will go up, and therefore then the valuation will go up. We can see we've had some negative weeks and then some positive weeks, and then sort of a downtrend is resumed. And if you look at what's happened over the last few weeks of the New Zealand dollar, I can just squeeze some of this in. Let me zoom in. Very, 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 very similar, right? Sort of down, 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 up, 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 down, down, down. Well, down, 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 up, 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 down, down, down. So that's what's happening in the New Zealand dollar. And these dairy auctions are released by globaldairytrade.com, is it? .info, sorry, globaldairytrade.info. This will be released in just a couple of minutes. And a positive number may be good for the New Zealand dollar, and a negative number could be bad. So let's just see what happens. So I'm going to focus mostly on the 1 minute chart here in the middle. So we'll get the number from tradethenews.com. Any second? If they don't have it,
U.S. interest rates at the highs of the session here, following that CPI figure, the 10-year back above 2.3%, break-even, tips 10-year break-even rate at the highs as well.
Any second now. If they don't provide it, I'll have it. Refresh, refresh, refresh.
Time Warner TWX and HBO registering senior notes during 2026 and 2025. Tango Whiskey X-ray.
Not out yet. Wait for it. I'm still looking at the November 3rd number. No release yet. Bueller, Bueller. There's Hardy. I'm just sitting here refreshing, refresh, refresh. It's still November 3rd. Yeah, well, it's because I was trying to. I had the mic on my earpiece so that if Trade the News released it, you'd get it. Still no release. Come on, Bubba. I guess hobbits are not very tardy, huh? They're not very. Come on, New Zealand. So what I'm looking at is this should update to November 17th, obviously. It's supposed to be released at the top of the hour. Right now, Kiwi dollar seems to be losing value. Still no release. Well, New Zealand dollar's losing value. Still no release.
Maintain the benchmark rate at 1.35% over the entire forecast to rise in duration there for the central bank governor statement.
Nice, huh? 3 minutes late. Just, I like how you can see the exact stuff. Butter. Demand for butter is down, E. Cheddar's up. Lactose. No data on lactose. Skim milk. Skim milk powder way down. Same with whole milk powder way down. So here's the history. Isn't that beautiful? So you used to have to pay, what is this? This is a price, right? Indexed to price. You had to pay almost 1,700 for what you can buy now for 750. Wow, huh? Still no release. Come on, Bubba. Maybe I did I read the data wrong? Wasn't this supposed to be released? Wow. People are waiting for it. Now the trend is down, right? Down, 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 down here. But if you go even farther back to 2013, it's basically been straight down, right? Still no release. Come on. See if I get any other data. Lactose is a type of glucose. Yeah, which is the sugar. I'm growing intolerant of waiting for these their auction results. I won't stand for it. All right, well, I guess they're fighting it out, huh? No release. Are they in the middle of the auction now? They're like, we haven't figured it out yet. I guess I'll just sit here and keep refreshing. All of a sudden, if we get a giant red candle, you'll know, oh, there it is. Let's see. Let's see. There it is. Down 7.9%. Woohoo! There you go, Bubba. Were you expecting that? Wow, huh? Look at that. Whoa! Flip and reverse. So, down 7.9%. Let's see, did they update the charts yet? No, they haven't updated the charts yet. Or they did. Oh, I see. Oh, so here's where we are in the process. This is the new candle. Prices were down relative to last week, which was down relative to the week before, which was down relative to the week before, which was down relative. So this was, we had a good run here for a while, but it was very short-lived, huh? Less bidders too. You notice that? Wasn't it more bidders than that? Wasn't it like 163 last week? $600 people showed up. 117 bids were accepted. 13 rounds over the course of 1 hour and 55 minutes. Very, very interesting stuff. So, what would you say? Did that have a dramatic move? It's amazing, huh? As soon as that number came out, the candles moved, huh? Did you? Isn't that amazing though? Price on the price of milk can affect the value of the Kiwi dollar second by second. I think it's fantastic. You can go through life trading the Kiwi dollar and maybe miss that fact. But how about this? Do you think somebody paid attention to it besides me and you and anybody next to you? Right? There's only 50 of us in here. But yeah, somebody paid attention, right? Those prices moved the instant. There were people sitting there, refresh, 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 like I did. So now you got something that you can count on. Right? This is an event-driven strategy. You can pay attention. You know when these numbers come out. You could be there. You could be ready. You could trade the trend, the average trend, right? What if, what if you're in, an hour ago and you said, well, the trend over the last, what, 1, 2, 3, right? So the peaked here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Over the course of the last month, it's been straight down, week after week after week after week. Maybe you could be short going into it if you wanted to front run the news, if that's how you wanted to trade it, right? Or a day in advance, or a week in advance. Trading the trend in milk prices, right? Isn't that the interesting part? That this trend here, down, 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 could possibly be the trend in the Kiwi dollar. Let's really zoom in here. Right? So there was an uptrend here. This was a real big low, and then less low, and then high, 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 right? So on 4 or 5 weeks in a row, 4 or 5 weeks in a row, and then straight down for 4 weeks in a row, and that's right here. So isn't it interesting? What if milk prices are that powerful on specifically the New Zealand, right? Was it every other week? Am I getting that wrong? I was looking at the date wrong, I guess, right? Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so then, but anyways, I think that it's pretty dramatically close. A high positive, correlation is another way of saying it. Loufle. Yeah, isn't this nice? Put it this way. There's somebody out in the world right now that was trading the New Zealand dollar, and they don't know where this volatility just suddenly appeared from. They just don't know. There's a lot of traders that just don't know this. I'd say even most traders. Well, one interesting story about the New Zealand dollar that I think is cool is that there was a foreign exchange trader in New Zealand in the 80s that made so much money trading Forex that he decided at some point he quit his job as a foreign exchange trader, threw his hat in the ring in politics because he could afford to get involved in politics. And later on became the Prime Minister of New Zealand. Isn't that cool? Made his fortunes as a foreign exchange trader. How nice is that? So anyways, there you go. There's a global dairy auction. Something to pay attention. So, peace on earth. May the pips be with you. May your profits be above average. Yeah. Thanks for attending, and thanks for being clients of TradersWay.com. Nice to have you on this special event. Cheers.